Real talk, entertainment, women awareness, church talk, respect. Welcome to the Sean Talk Show, where the conversation gets real. Detroit soul with a grown folk feel. Hot topics, deep talks, truth revealed. Talk about it. Yeah.
What is going on? I don't know why my computer is doing dumb stuff like this. I don't even understand. Wait. Okay, here we go. My computer has been acting real crazy the last couple days, so please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. But anyway, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I tried something new just to see if it would work. I gotta go back in and do some edits and things of whatever. But who else to try it out with but y'all? Duh. Hello. So that is some of the intro. But yeah, I have to go in and do some more things. So that is it. Y'all let me know how you like it. Hit the like button as you all come in. Please, 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 please hit thine like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let me see. It was something that I saw. I don't know why this always happens and my brain draws a complete blank, but that is why we have our handy dandy phones phones with us, because you never know what it is that you may forget, and now it won't even come to my brain. Nevertheless, we're here. It is Sunday. It is time for the ladies. Welcome to everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So as soon as I get I know exactly what it was. As soon as I get a nice thumbs up from thine ladies in the back, I see everything is gone. I don't know how that just happened. I don't understand. What? You know, the devil is always busy, but nevertheless, after this commercial, I am going to bring the ladies up. So this commercial is going to give the ladies time to get their drinks and unmute themselves and those types of things like that. So we'll be right back after this.
The future isn't coming. It's already working for those who know how to use it. Today, I'm opening the doors to the next AI masterclass. We've already learned simple AI, the kind that answers questions and follows commands. We've moved into partnership AI, where you speak to it and it speaks back, helping you think. But now we're stepping into the new frontier, agentic AI, the kind that doesn't just talk, it works. You'll learn how to command AI agents to work for you while you sleep, while you preach, while you build. The first Saturday of every month. Don't miss out. Reserve your space now. Your future is waiting.
The next AI Masterclass will be held Saturday, June 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Join us in person at 310 Riverside Drive in New York City, or participate live on Zoom from anywhere. To register, text Faith AI for Me to 55444 or call the partner care line at 888-831-0434. Reserve your place today.
know y'all probably say like, Sean, why aren't you playing this commercial? Because one thing I've noticed with being in these classes, that there are people who are in the corporate world and all kind of jobs that are like, oh my God, my job just implemented this, or they just made us do this, or they're trying to do this. So it's worth everything. You get all of the classes, and I have learned so many new things. That's why I'm doing so much new stuff. Duh. But whatever the case. So thumbs up. I'm going to get the stage ready for the ladies. We still got one in mute mode, but we ain't gonna worry about that. Okay, so we're going to bring up the lovely evangelist, elect lady, news reporter, the panelist of all panelists, the wonderful, beautiful I am Courtney Phillips.
What's up?
What's
Good
poppin'?
evening.
What's poppin', elect lady? What's
Who you
going
was
on?
introducing? That was me?
That was for you. And of course, we have our pastor, our YouTube pastor, our morning motivation. Don't play with her because she will get with you. Don't let the Bible fool you. And we're going to welcome to the stage Regina, the Juice Radio and Talk Show.
Hey guys, hey, what's up,
What's
ladies?
going on,
Hey.
ladies?
Hi, Erin. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, who else is
Hello,
in here?
guys.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, Courtney.
Hi.
Hey, Sean.
What's going on?
What's happening with y'all?
Listen, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
It is finally in the upper 70s here in Detroit.
Ooh,
And I can't even explain to you
Yeah.
the excitement, because I kept saying, okay, now Georgia been nice 80s since March. Like, what we
Yeah.
doing?
We've been doing good weather over here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We were rainy
so
today, but we've been doing good weather.
even with the rain,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's still good weather. So this year, I walked outside the other night. I said, why? Why do I need a coat? What this is not acceptable. I want to go on my balcony at like 11 o'clock at night with my little dog and whatever I take out there and be able to sit without putting on a blanket over my legs and the coat. I'm over that. But
My.
yeah. Counting these days down, ladies. Counting these days down. Thursday will be here before you know it.
It will. How do you feel?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Every time my arm do something, I be like, count your days. Just count your days. So I'm ready. It's been a long road, but I'm ready. But while you ladies are here, I want to tell you this before we go anywhere and it leave my brain. Wednesday, I want to do an open panel with everybody because I'm gonna be gone for a minute. So sometime Wednesday, I want to do I don't know if you want to call it a well wishes or a whatever. If you want to pray, depending on who you are, you can pray. I don't let everybody praise over me. I don't do that. But nevertheless, I would like Dr. Ben and Mark and St. James, and I'm gonna have some other people. Jesse. It's no reason that I've been here this long. We'll talk about it later. But so other than that, that's all that's going on with me.
Okay.
I love it. Of course, I'm down for it. Anything to support you, Sean. We got you. Listen, and I'm not even gonna wait for Wednesday to start praying. We can go ahead and start praying tonight. You get an advanced prayer in. Yes.
Listen.
Yes, we got you.
I'll take it.
I wanted to ask you, did I see Corey preaching today?
are you?
The one that was really sick.
Oh, I did see that. I think that was a old him talking about his last sermon and why he left.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's how
Okay.
I read it. Because when I seen it, I was like, wait, how you?
I was like, how we don't have no praise report going on? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he did come back and, tell his story and what happened, and it was good to see him like back talking without it being as bad as it was for him to breathe the last
Wait,
time.
so he's out of the hospital?
Mhm.
Okay.
He did it live. Yeah, he did it live afterwards. He did. What's up, Jacqueline?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jacqueline.
So he's
Yeah.
doing better? Remember what? I hadn't been following.
Yes. He came back and did one and gave us an update.
Yeah.
He thanked a lot of people, and
he played Sir
cried
Walter
like a
Jones'
baby.
song that Sir Walter made for him. He played that too, and he cried. I mean, he cried
like a baby.
He celebrated the people that he could mention.
Did. Yeah, he did. It was very good to see.
MLG 980.
So, what's going on with you, Court? See, we ain't in Patreon. What's going on?
I started a new Patreon. Check it out.
Yes.
I'm carrying on a little bit. Not too much. My mind is blank right now, so I don't have anything to report at the moment.
Okay. Oh, did you go to the church house, or you bedside?
No, I went to church and it was amazing. It was good.
Come on, church.
My lead pastor has been in a sermon series called Prove It, where he's talking about we should be able to, as Christians, contend for our faith. And so Sunday, he's really been knocking down some things. Like last Sunday, he discussed what the Muslims believe versus what we believe and things of that nature, and how a lot of things that they say are contradictory. And so he discussed that. And then today he talked about New Ageism, which was very good. So it's just been a phenomenal series. So yeah.
Okay. You know what? I love it when people can tell you more than what the choir is saying. Like that means you were paying attention. You ask somebody how was church, and they be like, the choir would no. If I asked you how church was, what was the word about? Yeah. What's up, J. Rochelle? So okay. Juice, how was your Sunday?
It was wonderful. Let me tell you, I got some much needed rest. But before I did that, I had told my husband and my daughter last week, I said, we're going to find us a church this Sunday. And we're going to be purposeful. Let's go and find us a place to worship at, because Sunday is my only day off. Normally, I would just do like you said, bedside worship and watch online and stuff. But I told my husband, I said, I know I'm up 7 o'clock every morning, but I said, this Sunday, we're going to keep it rolling. We just going to do 7 days a week. And so we got up this morning, and I told him, I said, you find a church. We got several friends here in Georgia that have churches, but I told him, I said, let's venture. Let's see what else is out there, because sometimes you get too closed in. And so we went over today, and he picked a church called Divine Faith Ministries International in Jonesboro.
Okay.
And Bishop Battles. And we went over there, and it was nice. Now, I do have to tell you now, I'm an observer. So when I walk into a service, I observe. My A-type personality kick in. And it's a habit that is hard to break, but it also can help, But one thing I noticed in there when they were singing, my husband and I'm looking at my husband, because my husband would feel the spirit probably sometime faster than I will. And he was just like this, and I said, okay, so it's not me. So I would say this: thank God for Bishop Battles and his great word. Because if he had not came in and saved the church with his great word,
Ooh.
it would have been a flop. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And I told my husband when we got in the
Ooh.
car, I said, something is off with that praise and worship team. I don't know if somebody didn't get their life together before Sunday, but something was off. And yeah, and the people, the membership, they weren't standing up. And y'all know, listen, I'm on YouTube. I talk about churches. I'm not trying to be negative, but I am trying to help a ministry who could be great. They sit down and I'm sitting there because I want to follow what do y'all members do. So when praise and worship started, they're sitting down and I'm like, okay, do I stand? I don't want to be out of line with what y'all do. And so to me, that was kind of different because I'm used to, let's come into the house rejoicing. And I didn't get none of that. I didn't get none of it. But thank God for Bishop Battles. He came in and he saved the day. Like he had his Superman cape on. He saved the day. And when I tell you, he preached a good word about basically, being connected with people, being around people that's going to help you elevate, and not always talking about people's flaws and looking at people's flaws and thinking that people's flaws or things they did is going to hinder their elevation. We have to learn how to love people and stop trying to be so bougie and high-minded and all that kind of stuff. So he was really excellent, and he is online. Those of you that want to go and watch the service, he came in like Superman, and he saved the day over there. So it was
very familiar with that ministry.
Mm-hmm. Say that again, Courtney.
I said I'm very familiar with that ministry there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something's off with the music. It was all ladies that were singing, beautiful women, but I just didn't feel the anointing. I didn't feel the push. There was only one moment during the service that I felt the Holy Spirit was coming in strong, and then it left out real quick. When the lead singer was worshiping without the mic, she had her hands and she was just like, thank you. And you could feel the Holy Spirit rushing, and then she broke it and she just went right back. And I was like, yeah, she was right there. She was right there. So I like a ministry that's going to flow. And you don't even have to sing perfect. You just have to know how to really worship for real. It don't have to sound like perfection. It just needs to be worship. That's just my thought, my opinion. Everybody else may have felt something. But thank you, Bishop Battles. He did his thing.
Will you be going back?
Huh?
Will you go back to visit?
I will go back to listen to what he has to say. I'm always a person of a second and third and fourth chance. I am. Because sometimes your Sunday you off. But next week you may, not be off. So I'm a person of a second, third, and fourth chance. But if I get repeat all them times, then there's something wrong. But I'll go back to hear him preach or teach anytime. Really? And I love it that he's such a shepherd. And when I say shepherd, he said this, and one of my pastor friends said this all the time. A shepherd should smell like the sheep. And I shouted when he said that. Because I remember my good friends in Florida who are pastors said the same thing. He said, if I can't smell like my sheep, I'm not a good shepherd. And what they mean by that is you have to be able to blend in like with your sheep. You shouldn't be up here acting like you so bougie and high and, and all this kind of stuff. If you can't look and smell like your sheep, then you ain't doing enough to be with your sheep. And so I love that aspect. And how he even told people, he said, listen, I need somebody to cut this grass. I'll pay you. We pay him $20 an hour. We need somebody to cut this grass. We need some musicians. We pay $300-400 a service. We need musicians, but we going to work in excellence. I mean, he said all this. And I was like, that's what you need. A pastor that's not afraid to say, hey, this is what we need. And also is not looking for free. He's like, I will pay you because I believe in paying people. And he said all this on the pulpit. My husband and I are business people. We sitting there like, finally, a pastor that's going to let you know I'm not trying to get free services, but I do want you. And if I get you, you're going to be excellent. I need excellence, especially if I'm paying you for it. So shout out to Bishop Battles over there, Divine Faith Ministry. Shout out. And he even spoke about him and his wife had an argument, a disagreement on Friday, and they still, work things out. And he was like, listen, married, I think he said 52 years or something. He's like, we know we argue with each other. He said, I was so mad at her. I wanted to punch her in the throat, but I knew if I did, I'd go to jail or I wouldn't be a man of God if I did it. Honesty, transparency. you know, all of that still
Oh,
instills integrity. So I really thoroughly enjoyed Bishop Battles, and he's building another facility, and he let some of the people who are on the ballots, you know, for the voting to come up and speak. He's really into community, into making sure that counties are doing what they're supposed to do to help, you know, schools and all that. He's into scholarships, donate scholarships. They're into men's group. He's into health, fitness, and all that for the community. So I love a pastor
like
that
that.
is a pastor. So shout out Bishop Adams.
I like that. I
Mm.
like that. Cause see, being transparent and being real will let other people know that they can be transparent and be real, and that you are not so high up that you don't catch the things that we do
Mm.
down here, as some
Mhm.
people think. So I like stuff like that.
Yeah,
I like
he's all
stuff
right
like
with me.
that. Yeah, yeah. Well,
So where
let's
did you
see.
go? Where did you go, Sean? Did you
Me,
go in, or
me
you just the
this,
bedside?
I went to about 6 different churches this morning. I did.
Come on, 6 churches. Come on. You worship.
Wherever my finger led. But I will say
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
it. Now I'm gonna say this, and it may sound crazy, but I have been praying for something for the last 4 days,
Okay.
and the song that I started playing was "He's Working It Out for Me."
I love that. Yeah.
Start playing that Thursday. When I tell you, every church that I turned on today
He working it out.
sung that song in some type of way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Literally, I said, "Okay, God, I'm."
St. James.
I love that.
You
Oh,
went to
Lord.
The true prophet card.
they
Did you
listen.
actually go over there? I saw it came up on my timeline, and I just skipped right on past it and went over
They
there.
will
Somebody else.
bump you to. Listen, if I get my arm together and get me a good tambourine, I'm just gonna have to go one Sunday.
But he said something today, because I went to second service, and I normally leave earlier than normal, but today I didn't. I left a little bit later than I normally would, so I was able to catch his service. And so he said something. He said that he wanted to meet with the young men in the church. He said because he noticed that a lot of them act effeminate.
Wait, you talking about Prophet Brian Carn?
Yes.
Sean, where you went, Sean? Sean, where'd you go, Sean?
He said
Sean.
he said you all good. This is what he said. You can catch the live if it's still up. He said everything is all good until you start shouting, and then that feminine way come out of you. This is what he said. So
the nerve, St. James, the nerve.
He
Hey,
said,
Londa.
Hey, Londa. So I'm meeting with all the young men.
Hey, Londa. That's
He
what he
said, somebody met with me. He said, I grew up around nothing but women. Now, mind you, before he made this announcement,
Yeah.
during their shouting moment, a young man had come up there to shout with him.
Courtney. My God, Courtney. What was your thought, Courtney? What was your thought?
Just wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was the young man, I just came from up there shouting with you, shouting for victory and all this about the jail time, you know, all that stuff.
Celebrating you.
Because they was shouting, they was bucking hard because they was shouting with their pastor.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's necessarily pointing this young man out, because he has other young men in the church, but I'm just saying I would have been like,
I'm celebrating you, and look at what you're gonna turn around and cut me. Is that what you're saying, Courtney?
I potentially would have thought that, maybe.
Yeah.
But I didn't think the guy was shouting effeminate or shouting like a woman, but I don't know. But yeah, so he's going to show the men how to be men.
So you're gonna show me how to shout? How do you shout?
I think St.
What's up?
James should click the link.
Apostle?
St. James need to click the link.
Because he was saying that, and you all can catch this on his live. So I'm not making this up unless they, didn't keep the live up or edited the live.
Right, because sometimes they do that, yeah.
Right. So he said that he grew up around a bunch of women, and he was like, a lot of times, the majority of the people that were praying in the church were women. And so you would be drawn to their prayer ministry. And as a result, you may pick up some ways about those women that you follow. So he was saying that when he was coming up, his mom, allowed him to be around this gentleman that used to be in the military or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed him how to have a manly nature, I guess.
Yeah. I kind of can somewhat get what he's saying, but I think what Prophet Karn needs to do is have another man to do that session who can really stand in that without judgment. Because I get what he's saying. He wants to try and teach him, but the problem is Prophet Brian Karn is so stained in so many areas. It may not be received as well. But I kind of get what he's saying, because sometimes young boys, young men, when some of them are imitators, but some of them are real, that's their real worship.
Yeah.
That's their real worship. But some of them are imitators, and some of them, just to be true, are frauds. But it's not everybody. And I think what he should do is he should really speak one-on-one with these individuals, not group setting. That's what I do, one-on-one.
So what you were trying to tell me is
St. James said he ain't the teacher.
this guy here. This is what this is
Hey,
how I
Mark.
compare. I want to see what the man shout is.
Sean, you right, Sean. Go ahead and get the right one, Sean.
He get that bounce from you hot. And he did also forewarn that bloggers was gonna pick that up. Here we are. I'm saying
Lama, dance, Karn, dance.
I mean, now he can bump, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the man part of the bump.
Every conversation is not a group conversation. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Every and here's how you can hurt people future. You can hurt people's future by having group settings on things that should be one-on-one. And again, is he the right individual to have that conversation with those individuals?
J. Rochelle, because the pants. Jacqueline, the pants alone. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, what is the man shout? Do you just jump up and down? Do you beat your chest? Do you hold your crotch?
That was the man shout, maybe. I don't.
The difference between him and a lady is a heel. I mean, that's just my opinion. The difference would be a heel. But
Son.
You can't, that is, and this is
I
the
think we
reason
would just
why
have
I
to see an
went,
example of what he's saying. We would just have to see an example of what he's talking about. That's what we have to do.
oh,
You said it
please
was
show
on.
me
You
an
said it was on
example.
today, Courtney. It was on today. The young man that
Yes.
came down today. Okay.
Yes.
He didn't show the example today, did he?
No, he didn't show an example, but he.
Oh, but he said
said
he's
what he
having to
said.
meet. Apostle, exactly. He better be doing the stump the yard when he get so you gonna take this time that you have left. I don't know what the countdown is, but you're going to take this time to teach men how to shout.
I'm curious to know if it's all encompassing. I don't think it's teach them how to shout. I guess it's like
You can't teach a
don't know.
man how to praise. That's like teaching somebody how to speak in tongues. You can't do that. Let me, some men might want to raise their hands and cry. Some might want to put their hands in their head and cry. Some might want to run around the church. Some may want to jump up and down. Some men don't have rhythm. So whatever they do just works out. So.
Was it at the beginning, Courtney, or the end?
This was before his
Service.
sermon.
Okay.
So I believe it was before offering.
Okay.
Princess, you ain't never lied. If you got a problem getting calories, KCC would probably be the church for you. At least twice a week. You'll burn, I don't know.
There in Brandon Jacobs Church.
And Mark House.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Mark House for sure.
That's
guaranteed.
You
can drop 10 calories.
Now, if you go eat when you get out of service, that's your fault.
Right. You're going to get them right.
You put them back on.
Mm-hmm.
But what's going on, Kanique? That is
Kanique.
And I strolled through a whole bunch of churches and I saw him and I said, no, I'll watch it later. That's why I didn't. Because that would have irritated my whole soul.
He never not say anything. He's always gonna say something. It's always gonna,
Brian, are you going in Chat GPT asking them what to make you go viral on Sunday?
Yo, I cannot.
I'm just trying to understand how I don't know. Hey K-Fit, how are you? Mark says, I think we have to be careful. Men back in the day were more stiff, right? Mm-hmm. Because everything was considered feminine. I enjoy seeing men more free, more emotional from the heart in the church.
I think what happens sometimes we put so many restrictions on the men.
That's why they don't want.
Right. And it holds them and they don't know what to do. All they know to do is to stand when we give women so much more freedom. How many times have you heard somebody say you shout like a man? You praise or worship like a man. How many times have we heard anything like that?
Right.
Were we supposed to hold our I don't know. Men gotta have a fist balled up and women shout like this. I don't know. All
right. I ran through. I don't see where it exactly is, but anyway.
David Dans. They didn't say how.
If you can check the transcript.
Okay.
You know how you can do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, let's try that.
Oh, Brian, he's going to keep himself relevant, but not for all the whatever. Oh, Brian,
help us, Lord Jesus. That's all I can say. Help us, Lord Jesus.
That's all I got.
Well,
interesting.
That I'm gonna have to go and see that. I'm gonna have to pull that up again. I might have to do.
It looks like Pastor Gina's trying to find it.
Trying to get it. Okay.
Well, the transcript isn't ready yet because it hasn't finished uploading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It takes a while to upload and for the transcript to come on there.
Got it.
Well,
Yeah, see,
moving
that's
right
true.
along. Moving right along.
Dang. We have to do it again. Y'all know we'd like to.
Mhm.
Okay, so on Sundays we gonna talk about ladies. We didn't hit this one last week, but I do. Well, we've talked about it on other shows, but I want to know what y'all think. Like, what was your true feelings? Since we don't have no means is here. What is your true feelings about? We gonna go on. We gonna go to over there in Courtney's neighborhood for a second.
Hi, JP.
Roundabout in her
JP.
neighborhood. Roundabout in her neighborhood. What's going on, JP? And we gonna let's go.
Oh, you told me not yet, but God remember me. I know he walked away, but God remember me. I know I got cancer
Courtney,
on
where
my
you went,
body,
Courtney?
but God
Courtney,
remember
where you
me.
went? Where your
I know
mic
I'm
went? Where your
dehydrated,
camera
but
went? Where
God
you went,
remember me.
Courtney?
I know I'm depressed,
Come on,
but
Courtney.
God
Stand,
remember
Courtney.
me. I
Stand.
know I'm experiencing anxiety,
You
but
got it,
God
Courtney.
remember me. God remember me.
Come on,
God
Courtney.
remember me. God remember me. God remember me. God remember me. I
Okay.
My. I did want to discuss this, though. I'm glad you brought this up.
Let's go.
I did want to discuss this. I've been seeing people doing commentary on Miss Laboris, and I do want to say this from the heart, all transparency. Sometimes when you do ministry, and I have done this myself, I'm like Bishop Battles. We can confess. Sometimes when you're in ministry, you get that microphone, you see that crowd, you hear the cheers, you hear the applause, and you get fleshy. And you would start doing things for the crowd. This, I believe, is what Laboris is doing. Crowd pleasing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And what we have to learn is all of us who have done it, we're guilty of it. And I pray that this young lady will learn how to get out of it, because I had to learn how to get out of it. And sometimes when you get out of it, you can feel like you're in a lonely place because the crowds don't always cheer as loud. And so she has to get to that place where, and it's just, this is my suggestion. I'm not her teacher, I'm not her instructor, I'm not her counselor, I'm not her psychiatrist or psychologist, and all those degrees that she has, I don't have. But what I am saying is, from experience, that's the degree I carry. I have learned that you can allow flesh to enter in, and sometimes your behavior is like this. So if this is her flesh, or if this is truly her, that's her. But if this is the flesh, I pray she grows out of it and she learns from it and she goes on. She can be a powerful motivational speaker. I do, but I don't think she's had the microphone too long. Before, I mean, was she preaching as loud
Yes.
as before?
Yes.
Okay.
So
To crowds like this, of this size?
not sure about that.
Mhm.
But JP mentioned Kim Clement, and
Oh.
that's so good that you say that. Do you all remember the ministry of Kim Clement? That's kind of what that was giving to me.
Yeah.
Now I have seen some of her previous
Yeah.
services, and she has been very similar. She has been doing this for a while.
So maybe that's her. Yeah, Londa said that. She's always, well, then that's her. That's her.
So then that's her.
Yeah. I know, I can confess I've been there, and I'm glad it was just a moment. And I went home and the Holy Spirit checked me so fast, and I had to be removed from that, because sometimes you could get caught up in that and your message get missed, because we all see her doing this, and what have we heard? What was the message? We missed the message sometime because of the performance. But maybe that's just her, and maybe those that are sent to follow her. So yeah, y'all are saying that's her.
But see, y'all keep saying that she needs to be her.
Some grace. Go ahead.
No,
Y'all keep
that's
saying that
her.
she needs to be her authentic self. How
Maybe
do you
that
all
is
know
her.
that that's not her?
That's what I'm saying. That's probably her.
From all of her like Instagram posts, she has that hi. Good morning. She has the motivational speaker
Yeah.
voice.
Oh, she would be
So she's
perfect for that. Yeah.
always, yeah,
Inspirational
I've
speaker.
seen that's what she gives in all of her. Because I was like, okay, is this like really what she do? But even when she did like their little promo, she was, oh, I said, okay, that's just her. Now the remember me and the I decree and I declare, I don't know. It just may be the church kid in me. It tickled me. It tickled me. I'm just gonna be honest. Had I been in service, I probably would have chuckled. I'm just gonna...
A good chuckle.
No, I would have. I'm one of them. Don't sit next to me, please. Don't. I mean, you can, but
Yeah.
I'm not responsible. I am not. I'm not
Jacqueline
responsible.
said something. Had she not came out swinging, maybe the commentary would be different.
Could
Do
be.
you all think so?
Yeah, you think she came out swinging though?
I
Ooh.
think Jacqueline is referring to when we
The
first.
the wedding stuff.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing with that, and I say that in two different ways. Sometimes as first ladies of a church of that magnitude with a pastor like Marvin Sapp, you might have to come a little quick. Because if you don't nip it immediately, they're going to take you for passive and they're going to try to walk all over you. She wasn't disrespectful in what she said. But now knowing her personality and how she was talking, that was just her talking. But I think as a first lady, you gotta kind of like, okay, he's been single. She couldn't say nothing before because they were
Right.
dating and she wasn't the first lady. But when she became the first lady, I gotta let you know that I'm the, first lady.
Yeah.
And I think some of the problem is it's too much personal
Yeah.
in the pulpit.
Yeah.
Because we knew y'all got married. Y'all could have did another show. Y'all both have channels. Do a podcast show and rebuttal the whatever is being said online. But I think in the pulpit, I'm kind of, it's enough of that. Like it's too much 15, 20 minutes before you give your scripture. You got to address social media. Then you do your scripture, then you go into your sermon. Leave that for your YouTube page or your Instagram. Go live on something that's just my opinion.
But it looks like that's starting to be the standard. We've seen that with Bishop Wooden and Wooden, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Wooden.
Patrick. Mhm.
We're seeing that with him, and so I think other pastors are starting to align themselves with that type of thing. We're going to address the vloggers for the first half of our message, then we're going to get into the meat of it. So I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then get mad when we come on and talk about it.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole gist of it is like I think it was I don't know if it was Londa or Jay Rosero said it, but when she came out swinging, people are going to swing back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what, when we go on platforms, you have to understand when you come out a certain way, people are going to possibly come at you the same way you came out. And that's why it's important to keep as humble of a stance as you can, still yet be firm in your stance. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
that's why I
people
said
are
you
still
can
swinging
be
back
firm.
at her. I think that's what it is. She came out swinging, saying, I bought the helicopter, I did this, all that boasting, and now people are still swinging. They still swinging back.
What did Labors do for the people to be on her like this? What happened?
Mary
reaction.
Marvin Sapp.
Well,
Courtney.
These people, they want their pastor married, but then they don't want their pastor married. It's very weird.
Say that,
When
Courtney.
they want you to marry who the people want you to marry who they think
they
you should
want
marry,
you,
and not who you desire to marry. So
Yeah.
I think it's a lose-lose until she
Right.
do whatever. I don't know. But I think everything she
Mhm.
does is going to be under a microscope
Everything.
for quite
Yeah.
some time. So
Well, unless she can humbly apologize, then that'll break that. That'll break a lot of those people that's coming at her with such force. And that's
apologize
going
for
to take
what?
real
What would
humility.
she be apologizing
Yeah.
I would
for?
say this, and if I were her, and again, I'm not her therapist license, whatever, and I would say, listen, it appears, or I have offended people with my stance on the way I said this. Like Sabrina said, it's the way she said it. Yes, I did purchase a helicopter, but I didn't mean it in a way to project that I am better than anybody else or anything mean. I was just trying to let women know you can do these things financially as well on your own. So just a good, simple apology. You know, I've heard some people, I've offended some people, I gave some people the wrong impression of who I am. That's not what my delivery, the way you received it, was not what I was trying to give. My delivery was actually to empower women and empower people to know everybody doesn't marry a man simply to get the money that the man have. Some of us women have been out here doing the work. So to social media and all of you that took it the way that feel as though I was coming strong, I was, but it wasn't to hurt anybody. So that's my apology. It was not to hurt anybody. And that's just humbly how I would do it. Now she could stand on, she don't have to apologize. That's your ministry, that's your marriage, that's on you. I'm just saying what I would do if the question is asked. That's the way I would do it.
I think that would be a great apology. However, if she starts apologizing now, she's going to have to apologize
She
for
gonna have to
everything
keep.
else she says.
I don't think she
Mhm.
would. What happened to my camera? I don't think so.
You don't think
I've
so?
had to do apologies myself, and I'm not apologizing every day. I've had to do apologies. I mean, because sometimes in leadership, we have to understand we are leading and we need to learn how to lead by example, even when we're angry, even when we, get bitter. We still have to be able to lead, and we all make mistakes. And so I feel as though sometimes we need to apologize even when we think we don't. Jesus died on the cross for us. He didn't have to do that for us. He didn't do no sin. So why was he on that cross?
Right.
It was basically him apologizing for all the wrong that we had done. So that's just my thought. Sometimes a good apology, even when you feel as though you have nothing to apologize for, I'm just going to apologize because, hey, I don't want y'all to be offended. Mm-hmm.
So JP said something key. Everyone is saying good things, but she said here, I saw it differently. I felt that she was responding to being attacked. I think she was responding to her husband being attacked.
Mm-hmm. And her too. She was part of that attack. Yeah.
She was part of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but at the
I thought she
same
was taking up
time,
for her husband. That's how I looked at it.
now I can agree with saying the delivery was a certain type of way.
Yeah.
But now knowing that is how she talks, she's an excited talker. She's I don't want to say it's an aggressive, but she's
No.
that's just the way she
Very
talks. That's how
charismatic.
she talks Sunday. That's
Mhm.
how she talks when she's on Instagram. So
Wow.
I don't think people took it as, hey, this is our first time seeing her and she coming out here on 1,000, when she really was just being her. She's probably one of them people that's on the phone that you be like, girl, can you calm down? Like,
Princess said something too. Princess said everybody ain't broke. That was unnecessary to say. I get that. And then Jay Rochelle said she made it look like she pays the bills in the house. LOL. I get that. I would really like to know her history as a child growing up and her struggles to be in positions of power, because it sounds as though there have been some fights that she had to do. And probably that's more of what is now instilled in her, because I had a fight, and I had a fight growing up, with just, life. Sometimes some of those fights are still in you, and sometimes they come out, and it's not as though you're trying to fight people per se, but sometimes things will kind of trigger you to those things you had to fight for in your past, whether it's your childhood, girls picking at you, girls talking about you. She is a light-skinned young lady, and I can say this from the light-skinned perspective. I had to fight with a lot of people because of the color of my skin. And I didn't like that. And sometimes that still empowers me in relationships and conversations. It does. And so I don't know if that's the whole thing.
I'm giggling at
So
Jen Rochelle talking about
yeah,
helicopter
but
look like an ambulance helicopter. I can't
and
blame
see that's the
Not an
crazy thing
ambulance
because
helicopter.
as soon as she did that Sunday, everything, I'm not gonna say everything, but a whole bunch of helicopter rentals start popping up in my Instagram feed. And I was like, oh,
Hey,
Out of
Clyde,
curiosity,
Rivers. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey,
out of
guy.
curiosity,
Hey. Thank
how
you.
much does it cost
Hey,
to rent a
Clyde.
helicopter? Did you find that out when they popped up, or
some of them are like 175 an hour. Some of them have like a 2 hour, 3 hour flat fee rate. It all depends on where
okay?
you get it from.
Right,
It's
Sabrina.
different.
You better come
Yeah,
on, color
it's
purple.
different.
Oh, my
Where is
life.
she from? Let's
That part I don't know.
I think she has. I think there's, and again, I'm just
because she
saying.
might be like a little Ohio-ish, Detroit-ish, like Chicago kind
It's
of.
not giving Detroit. It's giving South. But they've been knowing each other for 16 years. So she may
And
be.
he was here.
Let's see.
Jives, where you at? Jives, no air. Jives, where's Labor's from?
Job's been on the
Good job.
He's been on the saps, honey. He could write a whole
Honey,
memoir.
he been listen. J. Rochelle say it's giving country.
Oh
She
my!
might be.
It sounds like there's been some struggles in the past. That's what it sounds like to me.
I think
Princess,
she
come on now.
said-
Don't go to my home place. Princess say she
She's
give
from
305.
Mississippi.
Oh my goodness, down and they still got a lot of racism and all kind of stuff going on in certain areas over there. My God, that can be a struggle.
She might have had a little. She may have had a little, but still, she's that bubbly, sunny person.
But I bet
I don't think she meant anything by it.
I bet you at the core of her, she is a genuine, all-out good person.
Yeah. And she probably still trying to find her feet with this new crowd, new husband, all of this. It's all new. She probably trying to find her feet. Let's look at her 10 years from now and see what happens and see how, she's evolved. Yeah. She may not be the Marvin Winans, Mrs. Winans woman. They're quiet and don't say nothing. She may be the Jamal Bryant, Dr. Carey type of, wife
Well, see, the thing is, and another thing, I know one of the ministers at my home church is like that. When I see him get up, and he is the sweetest person, he is the funniest person. He will give you the shirt off his back. But when he get up, I know it's gonna raise your hands, and I'll be like, but he's a professor. So he gives a lot of speeches and things. So I get it. She's used to probably talking to different types of crowds, versus a church crowd. The church is different from.
She's been preaching in the church.
Oh, she has? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, I thought she was just a mentor.
No, she has ministry. She has a ministry.
Okay, I thought it was like
church ministry.
She
might be for the younger crowd. The younger crowd like that kind of carrying on.
That's another thing.
She said, so J. Rochelle says, hey girl, hey. She says she needs a good mentor. I agree with mentorship, but are we saying she needs mentorship to change who she is? Because we're not comfortable with it. So that's a good segue into Carrie Bryant. I don't know if you was going to go into that or not, but
she right here. Because honey, when she said, I wanted to inbox her. I didn't even get all of it because the end part was enough. She said, here we go. We just gonna let her go ahead and start ripping.
very mindful. I'm very mindful. I realize that people may not like everything that I wear or what I do, but I'm mindful. I try to do all things with grace and with class and with dignity. And there was nothing about that dress that would make me think otherwise, right? So we're going through the dress, we're fitting the dress. I personally was thinking I didn't want to wear the dress, not because of the design, but I don't really like to wear black. I like to be in color. So I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be hitting on nothing. This black is, it's a snooze. This is honestly what I'm thinking, and we're like, oh no, let's just go ahead and do it. So, so when all of this controversy started around the dress, I honestly could not understand. I'm telling you with my whole heart,
We didn't
where
either.
it was coming from, and it was so asinine to me. It was such a waste of time to me for weeks to be going on about it. But when I paused and took a moment to just kind of stand back from the scrutiny of it, the dishonor of it, being berated by, it's one thing not to like a dress, yes, it's okay. You don't have to. James Baldwin says, it's okay for us to disagree, but when we disagree to the point that it jeopardizes my humanity, it jeopardizes who I am as an individual, then we have a difficult problem, because now you're trying to reduce me to a dress. So now it's I'm a slut. Now it's I'm a whore. Now it's I'm a prostitute, all from a dress that you felt you had a problem with because you felt like there was the illusion of something. Just because you desired for it to be lingerie doesn't make it lingerie. Just one thing.
Hold on, wait. I don't know why this keeps doing that. Let me say this, and then I'm gonna go back. I have to pause this right here. Hold on, Dr. Carey. I'm gonna take you down for 1 second. Pastor Jamal, let me tell you something, okay? I don't even know if you're gonna ever see this, but that one right there, that Dr. Carey, honey, let me tell you something. The whole time she was talking, I said, this is why they can't take her. They can't take her. And she's not going to let you. Okay, let me see if I can get back to where she was. Let's go. Hey, Cece. Hey, Shiraz. Let's see.
Hi, Shy Rosalind.
Just because you wanted it to be something, that doesn't mean that wasn't what it was. Isaac, this wasn't an issue of my character.
Yes, ma'am.
This wasn't an issue of a public failing. This wasn't an integrity issue. This was an issue around you hypersexualizing what you felt like my dress was. And you wanted me to stand in the shame of what you felt that it was. It wasn't the truth of what it was.
Yes.
I wasn't naked. Anybody with eyes could see that I was covered, but you didn't like it. And so instead of just saying, I didn't like that, it became, how do I shame her?
Yeah.
It became, how do I berate her? It became, how do I reduce her from all of who she is to this moment? Because now she's not a first lady. First of all, I'm not the first lady of the universe. Let's be clear about that.
Right.
I'm not the first lady of your church, and that's okay.
Right.
I'm not the first lady of your life, and that's okay. And I will say what I've always said. Every woman that walks in that space is different.
Absolutely.
Every first lady is different. She brings all of who she is, I would imagine, her background, how she was raised, who she is, into that space. And she has the right to define that based upon who God has called her to be and who her husband is.
Yes.
Because the truth is, there are others who wear less than I do.
Amen.
But because you don't know their husband, you don't know her. And that means that you haven't had an opportunity to.
Let me let her breathe for a minute.
Because she didn't let up off the gas, did she?
She did not.
She kept that foot on go.
She kept, listen, that foot, she was in fifth gear and she wasn't coming up off of it.
So let me say this. So J. Rochelle said a mentor to help her with being a first lady of a church. And again, I'm all for mentorship in each space of your life. I feel like, as the Lord leads, you should have a mentor in that regard. But however, we have to be mindful, because Carrie said something that's very key. Each church is different. Each husband is different. You know what I'm saying? I think that Labores has to find her way, what best fits chosen vessel.
Mm-hmm.
And now I
And
do believe. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say this is their first lady since he's been there.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
give her a minute.
She has to, like I've been saying this for a while. She has to get the lay of the land. What's the culture of this church, since her and Bishop Sapp didn't found this church, so they already had a culture, right? Or Bishop Sapp may have developed a new culture, right, on top of the culture that was already there. So someone said, she should be like Carrie. Into that I said no. She has to be authentically who she is, and she has to find her space amongst those people. But
Mm-hmm.
we have to learn too to either embrace or not to embrace. I think
Mm-hmm.
that there are some things about Dr. Labors that people may not like because, first of all, they don't really know her, number one, but for number two, because we want her to fit in our image, in our likeness.
Yeah.
And as parishioners, we have to be careful about that. We have to be mindful that she is her own person and she has to grow in grace just like we have to grow in grace.
Once she gets to know the church, even if she was a member and she knew them as Sister Cole, she's now in a different position now. So now they have to get to know her in this first lady spot. She has to get to know them as the sheep, not just, hey girl, you have to get your bearings together. And even as, I don't want to say a respect thing, but any leader should be respected in some type of way. And when you, for instance, I'm going to speak for myself. When we were all at Greater Emmanuel, I was used to Lisa and Mike, Lisa and Mike, Lisa and Mike. When they started Restoration, then I had to get then in the habit to Elder Brooks, Bishop Brooks, Evangelist Brooks, First Lady, during, you know what I'm saying, at church, or just in general. It just became a habit. Even today, First Lady. So it's a process that you have to go through, and sometimes we have to let them get there because she is the First Lady. Now, if she becomes the co-pastor, then that's a whole nother entity that she has to go to, because now you are over the ladies.
But I don't think any of that matters. I think at the end of the day, she's a woman first. She's
Mhm.
Bishop Sapp's wife second. And then she is she co-leads with her husband third.
Yeah.
So all that needs to be there is just a level of respect. It doesn't, my opinion, I don't think it matters about titles. And as Pastor Regina said earlier, you got to smell like the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she went from laity to up here. I think it's just a matter of respect.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the issue here. I think the issue here is people want her to become an image of a first lady that they have in their mind, when that is changing.
Do you think they want, well, I was going to say, do you think they want her to be the old Miss Sapp? But they can't, because they didn't even know her.
No, because they didn't. Yeah.
So, I don't know. Hey, Nathan.
People, laity, sometimes in Pastor Regina, I would love for you to get a word in edgewise. I'm sorry, we've been bouncing back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just getting a notification. Pastor James Robinson passed away. I don't know if any of you know Pastor James
700
Robinson.
Club? No.
Yeah, TBN, founder of Life Outreach International.
Okay.
Why is all of the
Yeah, he just passed. We just got notice that he passed away. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm responding to.
Okay.
Yeah, he was big with TV, and Daystar just also announced his passing. Many, if y'all don't know who he is, Sean, if you share the screen, share the screen. This is him on your thing there. Any of you
I
who
need
are not familiar
to
with him. And then I'll get back to Pastor.
Huge Trump supporter.
Yeah.
I need to call Greg Davis and make sure because I don't like the way this is.
Yeah, he passed away today, James Robinson. So that's why I was responding. People were sending me that information. So
Brother Robinson.
Daystar posted this 3 hours ago, but somebody was sending it to me and then sending me something else. So
Life Today was the name of his program, wasn't it?
Life Outreach International they have here. He was on many platforms, religious and gospel platforms and stuff like that.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Yeah, so that's what I was responding to. My apologies, everybody. I was trying to let you know that. But going back to Dr. Carrie Bryant, actually today at church, Bishop Battles said something about this dress again. Again today. Yeah, he did. I was like, he did. He mentioned this dress and he did not agree with this dress and so forth. He mentioned it today, which is funny that you bring up this issue. But he was saying that the dress was not appropriate, basically. And he's like, we have to look like we've been around Jesus. And he said, and sometime, and he was, this was his whole sermon. We need to look like we've been around Jesus. But that dress issue wasn't the whole gist of it. What he was basically saying is sometimes you need to look like the people you've been around. And sometimes people don't understand that. You need to be able to elevate. But again, y'all don't get me wrong. I'm not saying put a whole thing. He just put like 1 second on that dress. Okay. But here's my thing. Dr. Carey said basically she don't know why it kept going and so forth. But what I don't think she understands is her husband kept it going. Her husband went on what's the lady's platform they went on? The talk show lady.
Tamara
Hall. They went on that. They went on all these other platforms. So they kept it going as well. So to blame the world for keeping it going is wrong because your husband got up on a New Year's Eve service and had a whole sermon about this dress. So here we go again. You want to throw punches at somebody else, but then you don't like it when they swing back. And everybody's not going to agree with what you wear. Everybody don't agree with what I wear. They might not even like the shirt I'm wearing tonight, whatever. But here's the thing. Everybody is not going to agree with everything you have, but we don't have to make it always a fight about trying to defend something. If that's what you want to wear and you are comfortable in that, then stand in that. It don't have to be a blow by blow and fight by fight and fist by fist. People are going to talk. Social media is out here. Everybody who got internet or Wi-Fi, they have an opportunity to speak. Is what they saying always true? Can you agree? No, you're going to have a party over here agreeing. You're going to have a party over here disagreeing. People are going to have a conversation about it. She's still talking about this dress in this interview with Isaac Harid. So they're bringing the dress up again. Now we talking about the dress again. So the dress issue ain't going to stop because you keep talking about the dress.
So the interview was done in the earlier part of the year. So it was around the time of.
But she still went over there and talked about the dress.
Well, we gonna listen.
Because
she gonna tell you why why.
But hold on 1 second. Hold on. I have a question.
That way
okay. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Dress like you've been around Jesus.
No, he didn't say dress like you've been around Jesus. He said people need to look like they've been around Jesus. Now, again, for clarity, he did not say a whole sermon on her. He was just talking one snippet about.
No, now I'm talking in general. What does that look like?
Well, what he's saying is if
robes and ropes,
there are some things that you're going to change in your life. You're going to change some things in your life. And y'all go over there and watch his sermon because I don't want y'all to feel I'm trying to misquote anything this man said.
No, yeah.
It's just a short snippet about this dress. His opinion, he didn't like the dress. Everybody has their opinion. But the sermon was basically like he was saying, he also mentioned businesses. If you are in a business, you don't want to be the smartest one in the room. You need space to grow. You need to look as though you've been around people that has elevated you. You don't want to stay stagnant in a room. And if you are going to be a changed individual, you need to look like you've been around Jesus. Your life is not always going to look like you were before. He spoke about when he was a smoker, when he drank, some of the things he did when he was an officer. He spoke about all those things. He said, but when he got around Jesus, things changed. He no longer drinks. He no longer smokes. He no longer does this. That's what he's saying. Like when you've been around Jesus, that you will change. So not a whole focus, but just for a short snippet, he did, and I did, like Sean said, I chuckled. I was like, "Ooh!"
But see, this is the thing with that. We're all women, right? We all have different dress patterns.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So I can't say, "Oh, Regina, we ain't gonna do no ponytails," because that ain't that, we too old. Or Courtney, why you have to have on pink? You need something toned down, something. Or of course, y'all know me, I need to put on some makeup, or I need
But
to dress
Sean,
like
that's
this.
what we do to people, though, and we're gonna bring this all the way back to Dr. Laboris. That's exactly what we do to people. You're too much. Your makeup is too much. Tone it down. Don't wear this, or maybe you should wear that. That's exactly the box that Pastor Carey was about to talk about. Is the same box that we put these first ladies in, and that we're putting Dr. Laboris in. We have to.
I'm gonna be.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we have to allow people to grow in grace. Now, like what Pastor Regina said, Bishop Battle said, is that eventually some things about him begin to change and transform. We're forever evolving. There was a space and time where I wouldn't have my arms out. I always wore blazers, or I never wore shorts. I always wore pants or long skirts. That didn't have anything to do with Jesus and everything to do with my insecurity because of my weight at the time. So now, your girl out here with her short,
with shoulder and everything.
Short a little shoulder, you know what I'm saying?
But see, and see, that's what people don't understand. And I'm gonna be
Don't
honest.
put me in your box.
I don't want to see Laboris nor Dr. Carey in no disrespect, in the First Lady Wooden suit. I don't.
Let's talk about these 20-year-olds wearing St. John's knits. Now, I don't have a problem with that, because back in the day, I used to wear Casper suits. So that's fine.
But what keyword back in the day?
So now don't get on these first ladies because they're not dressing in a St. John's knit and have a big hat on. Come on now.
I'm not doing that.
Let's be real with two things. One, you can't go into a store for real and find these suits. Let's be clear.
I don't like
unless you go to
I can't do it.
Specific places or you're ordering them. Two, most women over 40 or approaching it is going through the menopause, the peri, the pre, the post, and they ain't wearing no hats no more. So y'all can let that go. Let your first lady dress the way she dresses, and let the first lady of these other folks' church dress the way. I love the way Dr. Carey dresses.
But you know what? But I also love the way the Kojic ladies dress. I love all the regalia. I love it. It looks beautiful on those young women. So let me double back and say that I really do love it. I love how they wear a nice knit and it looks so good. But let's be clear, it ages them also. But it looks amazing, and it's not.
But then they're of age. They're 60s and up. Like,
I hate you. Can I say that I hate people aging clothes? I hate that. I guess that's why I still wear my Chucks. I wore my Chuck to church this morning.
and see, that's the
Listen,
thing.
I'm a woman. I twisted both my ankles at church on 2 different occasions, wearing them dang on 6-inch heels. Woo. So I wear my Chucks everywhere. I'm a Chucks girl. Converse need to give me a check because I wear my Chucks so much. And I
Let me
hate
tell you,
people always talking about the clothes. I'm going to be 60 next year, January. I am not going to go and put on no dang on poly and ester and all that mess. I'm going to wear what I want to wear. I don't care. Somebody told me one day, you need to dress your age. I said, what the heck is that?
what is that?
What is that? Oh, you dress too much like a young person. I said, excuse me, but what the heck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why do I need to look like I'm 90 when I'm 59? Why do I need to look like that? I don't even like all of those layers of clothes on women put on. I can't stand the hat on my head. I got too much hair on my head. The heat is too much. I'm not putting on no hat. I'm not putting on no bonnet. I'm not putting on all of that crap. I'm not doing it. Stop trying to get me in something that's all the way down to my leg and got a skirt on with a what's that thing? A thing inside of the strip, and the skirt is 2 and 3 layers. I'm not doing that. I am not doing it. Why? Because I don't want to do it. I don't have to do it. My husband don't demand I do any of that stuff. I want to wear what I want to wear. I want to be light when I go out. I don't want to be heavy laden when I go out. I don't want to do any. I don't want to try and get out the car and everything about squish, squish, squish. I don't want that stuff.
You say squish, squish, squish.
I can't stand nobody trying to tell me what to wear. I am me. And if you don't like me, then that's all right. But I tell you what, I ain't trying to fight you when it comes to what I want to wear. I'm going to just walk on by. I'm not going to be out here dealing with all people trying to tell me what to wear. I'm talking about age appropriate. Give me a break. The shoe is size 6.5 and it fit. Thank you very much.
Oh, you got 6.5.
6.5.
You got a little foot.
My foot was small.
I'm
7.5.
But
I'm
see,
not having all that stuff around my waistline with girdles.
But then look at the other side. When Karen or Dorinda is out with a jogging suit and a hat on, then they're like, why they out here looking the mess? They looking like, what do you want them to put on?
Right. What you want? Probably in the Esther sweatsuit.
They want them. People want them to be caped up in all the things all the time.
You be caked up all the time and see how
at the end of the day. So here's the moral of the story, and Dr. Carey said this best. At the end of the day, people are going to say what they want to say. They're going to think how they want to think. They're going to think that you should look a certain way, especially as a first lady. And I'm glad that the likes of a Dr. Carey and a Dr. Laboris are standing up and saying, hey, this is who I am. Like it or lump it. I'm this wife.
I do want to say, when I go to either minister, if I'm a guest speaker, if I'm going to go and speak somewhere, I do make sure that my outfit is not going to be louder than my words.
Yes,
say that, I make sure I don't want no camel toe. I know the girls group, we gonna say it. I don't want my camel toe, and then people be like, they hear a word I said. So I am cautious. I don't want my panty line showing, so I make sure that's all covered. So I am cautious about things I wear, because when I am presenting, I want my words to be louder than what my outfit is. So I'm not gonna be all tight up with certain things. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have the tight up pants on and the short shirt and stuff. But that's me. That's my character. That's what I'm focusing on. But some people, and I'm going to just have to say this because we real. Y'all know I'm real. Some people are insecure. Their outfits need to be louder than their words because they are an insecure person. Sometimes that statement don't fit everybody. It don't fit everybody. But some people are insecure that their words are not powerful enough to have their words be louder than their outfit. That's on them. As you grow, you get some wisdom, you keep going. Listen, some people don't like my loose fitting outfit. That's okay. Did you hear what I said? You didn't hear what I said? Okay, that's okay. You can't catch everybody. You can only catch the ones you can. But the problem is these women are on a larger platform, and they are coming as themselves, and people have to catch up with who they are since they ain't wanting to change. And people gonna have to catch up with these are who these women are. Now, can you still hear them with the outfits they got on? And the only ones are going to hear them are the ones that say, hey, I still am going to rock with you. We can't please everybody. And people got to stop trying to please everybody. And in stopping trying to please everybody, stop fighting everybody that don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Find your tribe. Keep it going. Stop trying to be out here trying to fight everybody. You know, you could take some wise counsel from somebody. Some things may change in Dr. Carey's outfits later on. Right now, she own it. She don't want to change, and that's her stance. I ain't out here trying to fight the young lady. I'm not married to her. I'm not down next to her. I didn't buy the dress. I don't know. They still confusing me on which one bought the dress, but that's in that
she
household.
about to answer that. She about to answer that.
But listen,
we gonna let her.
If I invited her to one of my events, I would probably have a conversation with her about wardrobe. If it were me, but that's me because I've had.
Really?
Yes.
What would you say?
I would probably depend if I'm talking to a bunch of young women. I would probably say, now, Dr. Carey, I understand your outfits, but this is a topic of discussion. We trying to get these young girls off the street. We trying to get these young girls in this area, so forth or whatever. I do understand this is what you want to wear, but let's try, and that's what I would do. And let me tell you why I would do it, because I've had conversation when people wanted me to come about wardrobe. That's their event. So sometimes it may not sound right. Y'all may not accept it, but sometimes when you're going to be a presenter at somebody else's event, you have to make a choice if you want to fit in with what they're looking for as a guideline for your wardrobe. I've turned down some events because I didn't agree with some of the things they said. Somebody wanted me to wear heels. I said, I can't, I won't. And I had to turn down the event. So I respect that. I'm not going to get mad at individuals. But sometimes it is necessary to put some guidelines in place. That's all I'm saying.
It would depend, because I don't see if you're having like an event where you're having motivational speakers and things like that. Now, if you come in the St. John suit, I'm gonna look at you cross-eyed, because one, we're all in here, we're chilling, we're relaxing. You come in here with 6 inches on in this suit that look like you're sweating, whether you wipe or not, you're sweating. I don't, if it's a function at a church and it's like in the gym or the activity building or whatever, then yeah, be dressed down, or you know,
that's
don't
what
have
I'm
on no
saying.
booty shorts or nothing like that. I don't think she would do. I haven't seen her dressed inappropriately. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't.
Yeah. So
There-
Kanique
let me tell you.
says, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Courtney.
So Kanique says women shouldn't be a distraction either. Not too revealing, more modest for some weaker or needy people.
They out there, y'all. They out there, Kanique.
They're weak and needy without seeing
I
whatever it
understand.
is I have on.
See,
So
that
is
was
that a me problem, or is that a them problem? And see, Carrie,
that's a them problem, because if what I have on is disrupting your mind that bad, and all I have on is a long skirt, and I might have on the shirt with a button to here. If you see cleavage from here, you're just nasty. And y'all gonna stop. These men are gonna stop blaming women for
Don't
being
put
a
your dirt on me.
distraction. Because when you looked at me, nothing in your pants should have moved. Because you looked at me and felt a certain type of way, now you can't stand up when the pastor says stand up and raise your hands, because you've been sitting there with nasty thoughts in your mind. All I'm doing is wearing my clothes to church. That's a you problem.
Well,
That's not me.
wasn't it Jamal Bryant that said that the ushers put their hand behind their back on their backside so the men don't look at their butts? What we talking about?
Well, he was
knew that
just
was a
talking.
mess. Yeah.
No,
We knew
let me
that
tell you,
was.
I had to do a video to tell people, no, that is not accurate. You know how many people believe that statement?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my mama was an usher,
No.
and I immediately
Come on, man.
called
I'm a
her because I
usher. I'm
said,
like,
"Is
no.
it a hidden it? No, that's to let you know that they're in service. That has nothing to do with now. We didn't go to the church he went to coming up. That
That was
could
a
be
bull.
what
That
they
is
say.
crazy.
That
I
was
don't care
that
I'm
what church
just
you went
trying to
to. You
be
can't
in
even
the
cover your
middle.
butt doing that.
right. What hand gonna
And
cover
if you
any
have
butt?
a
Even a
big
flat
butt,
butt, a hand ain't gonna cover. Come on now, stop, Jamal. Stop.
my mama don't have nothing little back there, so it was
Me
sitting up
neither.
on the.
It'll just
So
draw attention if
no,
anything.
yeah, that'll draw
It'll draw
attention. If
attention.
anything, you
But
don't.
I'm with you, Pastor Regina. I absolutely agree. When you're in that pulpit, a whole different story. I'm not wearing a bodycon dress to preach.
Right.
Right. Nobody wearing a onesie. Mm-hmm.
I'm not wearing a
Mhm.
onesie to preach. Or that lady that went viral with her booty all out, all that. We're not doing that. So I totally understand that. But as far as like Pastor Carrie, she doesn't dress provocatively. So I don't really, I mean, she has a shade, but she doesn't dress provocatively. I don't know if we want her to wear a tent or what's going on where we
No,
don't see her face.
she wore a beautiful dress to Tamara Hall show. And let me tell you, I got in some of the people's comments and they were like, why didn't she wear that? Why didn't she wear that? She has
Because
a
that's
different
two different.
she has several different styles that she does. And I think
That's two
people just
different
have a problem
events.
with I think some people just have a problem with her tight fitting clothes. But what they probably don't understand is she's proud of her body. I get it. And I think sometimes we get upset when women celebrate their bodies and we try to shame them because they are celebrating their bodies. But she's got a great body. She keeps herself fit. And some people just, they're always going to have a thought. They had a problem with the big, beautiful blue dress she wore. Some of them had a problem with that. And I thought it was beautiful. She's got different styles of what she wears.
Can I
As
be
we all do.
honest?
And
If Dr.
wait till I get
Carey
my
put
husband.
on the if Dr. Carey put on the robe, you still gonna see what you see, because Dr. Carey is just Dr. Carey. You know what? We about to move because I'm not about to do you. Dr. Carey, come on
Because
back.
we're not in the same space. It doesn't make it right, but it is the reality of what it is.
Yes,
so if we're going to tell the truth, let's tell all of the truth of it. So, okay, you didn't like it, but to dishonor me in the way that you did because you didn't like something I wore, I think that was the thing that was the most hurtful.
Yeah.
I wasn't offended around some of the things that people use their pulpits to say.
Yeah.
What hurt me the most was hearing a sect, again, because I never want to give them more power than what they
Absolutely.
have. Because what I know is that there were more for me than against me, even now.
100%.
So this sect of people who love to use Titus, they love to use these modesty scriptures, most of which have never read. They read out of context. They don't understand historically. They have no real comprehension around them, but you latch on to one passage that you think you can use to shame somebody else when you don't know the millions of other passages that talk about you. Get the mote out of your own eye, your own self-righteousness,
Yes.
your own judgment, walking out your own salvation. We know every scripture to condemn somebody except the scripture that calls us into divine alignment. That's what we do. And so
I don't know why. Hold on. Let me see. Doing something. Let's see. Is it glitching for y'all or is it just me?
Hi, Brenda. It stopped right now.
Okay.
Hey,
just wanted to make
Denise.
sure
Right,
y'all can
Denise.
hear
I
it.
see your
Okay.
comment. Right, Denise. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's froze. Is it playing?
No.
The devil is a lie.
God bless you, Courtney.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, this is what people have to
What do you mean?
understand.
If you're living in sin,
I don't know why.
I think she's saying just in general, if people are living in sin, they can't call you out for theirs. It's just a general. I think that's what she was stating.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need to go on to the next one. Dr. Carey probably finished.
Pastor Regina, you
Can
sick of hearing it. You through with it. Pastor Regina said, that's enough. She went. When I tell you she didn't
everything
stop.
is
Uh-oh.
Child.
no. She went. She
Pastor
would
Regina said,
full
that's enough.
speed.
See, you ain't got to fight that hard over a dress.
Okay, so
and
it's
I
just
understand what she
pushing
said.
her
And it was wrong for people. It was wrong for people to really come out and talk about her character in a sense. She's not those nasty things that people say. You know, we got to stop doing that because somebody wears something. You want to try and call them a this and a that and a. Come on now, that's offensive. Yeah.
It's very offensive, and I think if you listen to her speak and you still have a problem with what she wears, it's definitely a you problem.
She said to hell with y'all. Remember that message? She said, Pastor Regina.
It ain't gotta be that.
Period. Because
that just make people feel like, yep, I was right about you. That just make people feel like that.
She didn't say that on the interview, but that's what she said.
Hold on.
That's what she said. What, Courtney?
This was in her message a while ago.
My God.
Yeah.
My God. I am never fighting that hard with people to send nobody to hell. I'm not doing that. Come on now, because you be trying to send somebody and you be on your way. Stop.
Oh, my battery died.
Ooh, Sean, what happened?
Listen, you be the first one. My battery about to die. Hold on.
Sean, where is the plug? I cannot.
I done got on your nerves with that one.
What, girl? Oh my God. We supposed to be trying to help people not go to hell.
I feel like, did you do a reaction thing on it? This was a while ago. This was before they got married. Right before.
I did. You know what I did for her? She did an interview with Steve Harvey's daughter, and I did a commentary on it. It was a beautiful interview that she did with Steve Harvey's daughter.
Right.
And so I did, and I learned so much about Dr. Carey with that interview. So I did do that. I learned about her childhood that she spoke about and all that stuff. So it was a really informative interview that she did with I forget Steve Harvey's daughter name that has the YouTube channel.
Yes.
And yeah, we discussed the dress very minimal. I think I got more views on running a clip of the dress than actually doing the commentary on it. But hey, Gail. Brenda say I really enjoyed the interview. Actually, I think she is a beautiful person. I just thought the dress was inappropriate for her being a pastor's wife. And see, Brenda, that's respect. That's respect. You know, you still give her honor, you know, and it's okay to say, hey, I still think that you're a great person. I just didn't like the outfit. And I think what Dr. Carey is doing is she's focusing too much on the ones that didn't like it. Like she said in that statement, I got more people that are for me than are against me. So why focus on the ones that are against you? And I think that's what we do as a culture. We get so focused on the one naysayer and we forget about the thousands and millions of others that are supporting us. And we make the conversation about that, the people that don't like. Well, what about all the ones that do support? I mean, they should outweigh these few that don't like. And it gets to be to the point where now you're bringing more attention to it in the negative sense than in a positive sense.
Right. And
I think if her and Jamal Bryant, and I know they get a lot of shots at them and everything and hits and all that. And sometimes it's hard because you don't like when people talk negative about you. You know, you don't like when people talk negative about your spouse. And so I understand, but sometimes I think we have to learn how to, you know, roll and just be like, boy, I'm not even giving you the time of day. I said this on my channel the other day. I am going to go back to like I did in the days before. I'm not going to be reading your negative comments on screen. I'm not going to be addressing your negative comment because that made my channel more peaceful. When I went to started to respond to the negative, it just throws off so much. And why give that to your platform? Why give your naysayers this? So now what I do, I don't even read your comment. I just quickly delete, block you, and keep it moving. Because we focus so much on people that disagree nasty and negatively. So I'm now in the process of when your comment come in there and you negative and nasty, I'm not bringing it on the screen. I'm not saying anything, respond to it. I am blocking because it comes a point where you give too much to the negativity, and it just
Way too much.
it's way too much. Way too much. She loved the dress. Her husband loved the dress. Other people didn't like the dress. We may not have liked the dress. Girl, keep it moving. Keep it moving. You had a wonderful time. You have a lot of people that supported you. Why keep focusing on the negative part? Why not have an interview and
Because
say,
you ain't
you know,
gonna
people
satisfy these
supported me.
people.
Just go and do interviews. They supported me, and I'm grateful they supported me. Was it rough? Yes, it was. But all these people supported me, and we focus too much on the negative. I'm not going to be going to bed talking
We
about
always
they said and they said and this one said about my dress and all. No, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you. They supported me. Thank you.
somebody gonna always have something to say,
love
whether you do right or not. I just broke my last charger, and my battery pack thingy is broke, and this is just stupid. So I'm about to try to do this and see if this works. Okay, we're gonna see if this lasts. Okay.
You could always pull out the cell phone, Sean. You know.
It's too much. It's
Oh,
too
okay.
much.
Well,
It's
let's
too much.
continue. Hey, unmuted 4331.
What's going on? Unmuted. Okay, so we're gonna go
That
on.
is comedian Scott Simpkins. I had him on my show last week.
That high.
Hey,
You
Scott.
know what? I wanted to ask you to ask him how he felt about the roast, and I want to hear his perspective on the roast as a comedian.
Ask him. He's right. He's right there. Do you want it on the platform or?
I want to hear. I mean, because this is
You
the
want him to
ladies'
come
day,
up?
so you want to come? Yeah, because I wanted to talk about that. Unmuted.
I don't have any commentary on the roast because I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Scott, are you available to come live?
Scott, are you?
Did he see the roast? Did he see it?
Right, that's that part. Did he see it?
I never did like any of those roasts.
You gotta
never
have
did like any of those roasts.
skin.
They're. He said, "Bring him back."
You
Maybe
gotta
bring
have
him back on a separate. Okay.
Okay. Well,
That'll be a great conversation, Courtney. It's viral. I haven't.
Okay.
Those are not my stories.
But to hear from another comedian what they thought, I thought about him, and I was like, I wonder if he, especially being a I don't want to call him a Christian comedian.
Who? Scott,
but a clean
you might as
comedian.
Well.
Okay.
I think so. He had that discussion on my show. I think he's a Christian comedian.
I just wanted to know how he.
You're a Christian comedian. I don't know, but okay. Yeah, I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
You felt like it was racist?
You said I enjoy Cheryl Underwood only. Me?
Who felt something was.
That's what I'm asking.
Who said it was racist? Oh, I was. I mean, like I said, I chuckled at a few of them. I understand where people were coming from, but see, it's not a comedy show. So if you were expecting
he said,
a
send them the
comedy
link,
show,
Sean.
Oh, he said send the link. Okay.
Let me see. Let me get it.
Do you follow him on social media?
I'm just gonna put it in the I'm just gonna put it in the chat. This is for
I thought he said
unmuted only. Well, I can see anybody that come in the back. We having a live while everybody is here. Let me say this again. Wednesday, we are having a get well we love you send off. My surgery is Thursday, so I'm doing an open panel for everybody. You don't have to have your camera on. I do need to see you first backstage, but you can come up. You don't have to turn your camera on, and yeah, and somebody asked me to. I am sorry that I don't have Zelle anymore, but I only have Cash App now. I had some people mad at me, like, well, all I got is Zelle and PayPal. I don't have Zelle and PayPal. I'm sorry. Now, I had come up with this suggestion. If you trust somebody who got the PayPal or the Zelle, send it to them and have them cash app it to you. I don't know no other way to do that. But as of right now, the only thing I have is the super chats and cash app. Sorry, y'all, but that's just what it is for right now. Did I get to the link? Do I need to pin it?
Yeah, see if you can pin the link.
It's there. I see it there.
Or
I think it is
on my page. Let me see.
That's what I'm saying. Can you send it to me?
I never did like those roasts because I know who said this? Somebody said they're meant to be disrespectful. One of y'all said in the comment section, Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
A roast. I never liked those.
There.
Man. I just couldn't sit through them. Like, God, really? No. I just
Yeah. They go hard. I think the issue was the joke surrounding George Floyd.
Oh no! What did they say with George Floyd?
Cheryl Underwood talked about that also. Again, it's a rose. I don't know.
See,
I don't know.
I can't do it.
Yeah, it's one of them you have to, I don't know. Like I said, there was a couple of them that I chuckled at. They talked about us and we talked about them. I mean, I don't like to make everything a race thing. I don't like everything being Democrat and Republican. Like everything is not that per se. Now, I didn't expect for everybody on the panel to get roasted. I thought it was the roast, everybody was roasting Kevin Hart. So that in itself was a little different to me. But y'all ain't seen it, so we gonna did it. Wait a minute.
I just sent him the link. I don't know.
Okay, while we wait for him, we gonna slide in the video real quick. Let me see if it's gonna play. Oh, it's taking long. Let's see.
Welcome, Miss Kim Burrell.
It's skipping. Me now.
It's frozen.
Okay, hold on. I just need this one charger to just work for me till we get off of here. The Rock was inappropriate towards Kevin's wife. See, I ain't see that. I don't know. Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead for 1 second. I'm about to try one more charger. Hold on.
Okay. Did you watch the whole thing, Pastor Regina? Oh, you muted.
Hold on. No, I don't like any of those things. I don't appreciate the disrespect, like they said. I just I can't take a joke like that. I can't take some of those things that people be saying. So it's
Do
not.
you think that's considered what the Bible calls coarse joking?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think sometimes you got to have real thick skin, and I think sometimes in some of those conversations that people be having, they be serious about what they be saying, and they call it a joke.
It's always truth and just, and I always
So I'm just Sabrina said The Rock was very inappropriate towards Kevin's wife. See, and you bringing a wife into it too? Oh no. I did hear my sister was asking me, was Kevin Hart and his wife having some issues? And I think that's all rumored. Somebody was saying that they
that's
were
the word on the street.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but I've heard that as well.
I didn't watch it. Did y'all in the chat watch it? Londa said no, man. Who they were roasting Kevin Hart, I believe. Oh, Gail Cook said it was difficult as being a Christian. You're talking about Kevin? Oh, Jacqueline said they use a teleprompter, takes away from the authenticity. So I was turned off. I'm not a.
They needed a teleprompter. Because ain't no telling what they would have said without one. We need to know what you're saying.
Oh my gosh.
Sean. Oh no, I got it. Never mind.
Okay. Am I back?
Yes.
Is it gonna work?
Stupid. Okay. We gonna see. We gonna see. I heard what y'all was saying. I don't know. Like I said, being a part of that world, it just to me was. I've heard so much worse. I've heard so much worse at roast. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if this will play again. Because I don't seem to be glitching too much. Okay, let's see.
Miss Kim Burrell.
We could just discuss him if he's not, if it won't play.
You know what? It's gonna make me go. Yeah, it's gonna make me go out in, and I don't feel. I don't. Okay, so we all seen it. We know what she said. I feel like it was very inappropriate.
We're talking about what's her name? Kim Burrell. Is it Kim Burrell?
Kim Burrell.
Yes.
What she said at the funeral, I think it was. Yeah, I think that was absurd. I don't feel like those were the right words to say to their family. But hey, who are me? I wouldn't book her again, but hey.
She stayed booking busy.
It's just me. Oh, Scott's here. Go ahead.
Is he on panel?
Are you ready? I'm trying to see if you're ready. Are you ready, sir?
We don't care about those roasts. I'm not doing that.
Let's see if it's gonna let him up.
Hi, Scott.
Scott.
Hey, how you guys doing? What's happening? Hey, what's happening?
Stick around y'all's comments. Okay.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody all right?
Let me get
Cool.
How are you? Oh, you okay?
I'm
You can leave
sleepy.
them up
We
here.
are
I'm sleepy,
good.
so I'm gonna give y'all about a quick 2 to 5 minutes, and I'm out of here. I gotta get some sleep, man. I just got back from Milwaukee
You like the
this
preacher.
morning.
You say that.
Yeah. Oh no, the night is going down. I'm getting out of here. I gotta get some rest tonight. Yep. 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 But I heard you guys talking about the roast and wanted me to share my thoughts. Well, first of all, a roast. I've been watching roast since I was a kid. With Muhammad Ali and Sammy Davis Jr. And back then it wasn't as harsh as it is now. It was more of comedy, just acting silly back then.
Mhm.
But as we got into these days, they're funny. A lot of them are funny, hilarious. Especially when Shaq used to do them, and when Jamie Foxx on there, I am your conscience. the one that was extremely hilarious. But this one with Kevin Hart,
Yes.
it was a little distasteful for me when he's said about George Floyd. That's when I'm like, you know what? Because there was a black comedian that said a joke about George Floyd in front of white people. What was it? Heaven said, dude. And I was like, dude, out of all things you could have said,
Mm-hmm.
nah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. And I know cats, will say like, man, it's comedy. I'm like, bro, but like somebody died a horrible death like that, and we all seen it like that at that time, in that climate of however. I'm like, nah, that wasn't it. I don't bother death. If I do it, it's talking about how we are at funerals or something like that. But somebody like lose their life in a tragedy like that, even with the white guy Charlie, that's nothing to that's you don't that's nothing like that. But that was kind of wild, and yeah, I thought that was very distasteful, you know. And even his brother and his family, they're speaking out against it. They were like, man, we're Kevin Hart fans, and we couldn't believe that he didn't even say anything about it.
Wow.
So
Did Kevin Hart issue an apology?
no, he stood 10 toes down on it. He was in the bed and said, hey, look, man, lighten up. It's comedy.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't light up on that at all, which I was very surprised to hear, especially after the family. I think the family came out after that video, his brother, because they were saying like, listen, to say that my brother is in hell, because he was like, what was that all about? That he's looking up at you, Kevin, and proud of you and laughing so hard till you can't breathe. I was like, Jesus, wow.
So distasteful.
Like that was very distasteful. I'm like, nah, bro.
Wait,
Even
who
Yeah,
said that?
that one
Kevin
was.
said
the white
that?
guy. No, the white guy
that
said
was-
that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Now here's the thing about that.
Oh, I can't think of
If you
his
guys
name.
watch the roast of Tom Brady, when Jeff Ross said something about the owner of the Patriots, and said something like about the allegation of him, messing with a masseuse, you can hear Tom Brady saying Jeff Ross. He say, "Don't you ever say anything effing like that again." And you can hear Tom tell him that in his ear. So the
Yeah.
fact that Kevin didn't say anything, the
Yeah.
fact that we have allowed, and you can bring race into it, but we have allowed spaces like that so they can say stuff, and it goes under the name of comedy, but deep down in their heart, like, hey, I'm gonna stick it to you. I get a chance to say something now. It's like, what can you do?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was turned off by
Yeah.
that.
Man,
Very distasteful.
Yeah.
that's why I don't watch them. No, they go
Yeah.
too far. And you said something that was
I
right.
can
You
agree
said
with that
back in the day, it was comical and it was light.
Right.
But
It was
now,
more silly back then.
as you evolve, things get. How can we push a degree on this? Push a degree, and then it get to a level where it is
And they keep
turned into
pushing.
this. It's too hot. It's too mean. And
Right.
the fact, if the matter is that Kevin Hart defended a white man saying this about one of the black men that we all stood 10 toes down for, and Kevin Hart stood for the white man instead of the black man statement, that says a lot. And it's almost as though Kevin is kicking in the face of all of us black people who stood for defending George Floyd. That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Is that an accurate statement?
I'm stuck in the middle of it. Why do I say that? Because at that time, I know he went and did a whole video about how distasteful it was, how upset he was about it.
Okay.
But on the opposite end,
Mhm.
6 years later, you're doing a roast and somebody says a joke, and in their profession, everything is off limits. It's not off limits, rather. So how we look at it, I don't care. Look, me, yes, I've been doing it for 9 years, and I don't care what anybody say. You can say soft or sensitive or however. I don't care what you say. Certain things are just like, because if somebody was to say a joke to me about my mother having cancer, and even though God healed her, I'm coming to your mouth, bro. Like, point that's something like that. That's nothing to joke about. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. Nah, you saying something like that to me, nah. But I've had a couple of friends that I heard them joke. Now, one of my former friends had his mother died of breast cancer, and his close friend was making jokes about it. And I'm like, bro, I said, you allow him to say something like that? Nah, man, that's my friend, man. We do that to each other. I'm like, bro, that's certain thing you just because words have power, and also too, it's something you can speak on yourself or one of your family members. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of be careful with the things that I say and I choose to talk about when I'm on that stage. So, but
that's that spiritual side that people don't understand because
right.
they work so much in
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah. But that's how I felt about it. But certain things I just wouldn't touch. Not like that.
Yeah. You got to be cautious with that.
Yeah. But that's all I got. Oh, matter of fact, the anniversary of that murder is like what? Either tomorrow or the day after, like the anniversary of George Floyd being killed. So that's why his brother was like, "Hey, look, man, like, dude, like his daughter is dealing with that. He heard his daughter heard what you said. So now she's reliving, that again. And I'm like, yeah, you got to be careful. So people can be insensitive as humans, but social media has opened up a big old window of insensitivity. So it's like, man, you see somebody get shot in the head and be like, man. Yeah, man. It's wild.
Wow.
That's all I got. So, yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all for asking my opinion on that.
Thank you for the insight.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Go Cowboys and LeBron sucks.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you ain't.
See how y'all.
No, you ain't. Wait a minute. I'm not even a sports fan. My husband around here, he knows. But what?
Yeah, go Cowboys and LeBron sucks.
Oh,
got swept again. Wow. Yeah, so.
Oh my
God.
Go Pistons. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, they what game 7 tonight? It should be on now.
I hear the TV on.
Yeah, it's on now.
Oh, your husband watching it? Oh, okay. Good for him. Thank you for allowing your husband. Oh, this is gonna be a good topic y'all can talk about later. Thank you for allowing your husband to have his safe space in sports.
Listen, my husband came into the marriage knowing he was gonna have that space. That was a
he came into that's a topic.
He came into
let
the
your
marriage
man have a safe space. If you don't like it, just act like you like it. Let him lay on your big thigh and enjoy sports and a thigh. I'm just saying, thigh and sports go together. Ain't that right?
That's not negotiation. That was part of the wedding vows.
All right, y'all, man. Y'all be blessed, man. I'm out.
All right, bye, Scott.
All right, have a good one.
Yes, ma'am.
Sabrina said Kevin told Jeff Ross
in sickness and in thighs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. But they talked about his daddy and his mama.
No, see, I can't do that. No.
Yeah.
I got too much Miami in me. I can't do the roast. Y'all don't ever tell you we finna have a roast for Regina at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Don't roast me because I'm gonna bring the fire. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Listen, it's a different. Yeah, I think I applaud them for like asking and seeing what the boundaries were, but I think that some of their delivery was I'm sorry. Their delivery was crazy. It was
crazy.
It was a lot. Now back to Miss Kim before we get out of here. See, my computer didn't.
Yeah, because I gotta run. It's 9 o'clock over here, so I'm gonna have to run in a minute. So I'm gonna just say two words about. What time is it?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Kim Burrell is
Give
Kim
me your
Burrell.
2 words.
Kim Burrell. Shut up. That's
my sentiment.
She said it nicely. She said it nicely. Shut up and sing. That's what we want you to do.
Shut up.
We don't know you as nothing else. Yeah, you are the singer, and just do that. Just do that.
No, I'll say this. I don't know if
Final
Kim Burrell, I
words.
don't know if those songs were based on what the family wanted, the song that she's saying. I don't know. I kind of, I don't know. Kim Burrell, Kim is just Kim, y'all. When you invite Kim to your event, this what you're gonna get.
Be
So those
prepared.
that invite her, this what you're gonna get. So there it is.
Just be prepared. That's the best way I can put it. Just be
Yeah.
prepared. Be prepared.
That's it. That's all I
Evangelist, evangelist elect. My panel queen was your last.
Pastor Regina said it. I'm with her.
So we all agree.
Yes.
All in favor of Kim?
All in favor?
Say aye.
Aye.
Well, the ayes have it. The ayes have it, and that is it. That's see in the comments. Kim sat down and sang. That's
Sat
it.
down and sang. That's it. I tell you. Love y'all.
Appreciate you guys. Of course, this is another lovely Sunday. I'm gonna miss y'all, Nick.
We praying for you.
I'm gonna see what the medication do.
Mm-hmm.
We
are praying for you in advance.
We pray about Sunday.
All right, I gotta go, guys. Love y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. See you later.
Good night.
Good night. Okay, y'all. I don't know what's going on with with all of the things and the things, but all in all, we still had a good Sunday. Thank you for everybody who came in: Sabrina, Aaron, Stephanie, Brenda, Kanique, J. Rochelle, Jacqueline, JP, Apostle, all of you guys who came in. If I forgot your name, please charge it to my head and not my heart. Thank y'all. Wednesday, maybe 7, 8-ish is when I'm going to do the it might be later than that because I got church. So probably about 8, 9 is when I'll do but I'll post it so you all will know. If you would like to support the platform, the Cash App is pinned, so you can send your support there. Anything else? I don't know. I can't think of. I thank y'all so much for sticking and staying. We're gonna figure out something about the HERedition. I really, I don't like to not, but it depends on how I am feeling. So I will see y'all on the next one, and we're gonna get out of here. Hey Nicole, hey Nicole, hey Nicole. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you for your prayers in advance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Little nervous, but not nervous. I'm happy that this is finally getting ready to happen. So I'll see y'all on the next one. See y'all in these YouTube streets. Peace.